editing. Okay, that's it. That's where you. By the way, I don't know if you're using Instagram. I don't know if you are into it, no? So if you're not in Instagram, I would suggest uh oh, Mel is in IG, Cons is in IG. Okay. So if you're using IG, and if you are not yet using IG, I would really encourage that you could start using IG. No, download your IG. No, download your IG and try to explore, no? Try to explore lang para you will be able to appreciate IG. Okay. So let's talk about Instagram. Okay. Now, these are the realities of Instagram. Every day, there are 55 million photos that are uploaded in Instagram. That's how many they are, no, been uploaded every day. And there are around 86.4 million comments that are posted also in IG, in Instagram. Aside from that, there are already 691.2 million users like various photos and their news feeds on Instagram. So that is already how many they are using Instagram. Okay? So it's just that here in our country, we are really that fanatic still with Facebook. But in other countries right now, they are already in IG. Now, this is not to really offend those people that actually belongs to my age group. Actually, kita na lang mga tiguan ang nagamit of Facebook. Ang katong mga millennial generations na to are already using IGs. No, kining ato ang mga 25 to 35 years old, they are actually the working class. They are already in IG. No, they are already using Instagram. I don't know. Do we have agent between 25 to 35 years old na here? Doon na ba tayo nga nga mga agent? Or most of our agent is already in the 40 plus, no? So dapat tayo mga agent na 25 to 35 years old, no? I think si Ria Lynn, no? Morning ni tingog si Ria Lynn di ay kasi siya belongs to this generation, no? So 35 to 25 to 35. Si Jeneline, no? No? Si Jeneline is belongs to that. Jovi, sure, Jov, you're still on the 20s. Jai is 22. Sure, gid ko na si Jovi. Pila man Jov? 29. Very young. I never thought you're 29. I was expecting quite a higher number. So sorry, no. Levi, Levi is very young. Gab is 22. So we've got millennial generations actually. So they are actually they're here. They are in this platform. They are in the Instagram. And Instagram right now actually is gaining quite a bit of a momentum. In fact, there are already a few of us that are using Facebook and at the same time Instagram. Okay. Now here, if your strategy includes marketing to Generation Y or the millennials, that's who you are. Instagram is the kind of a big deal for all of you, for mostly. There you are also using Facebook, but you love to be in IG, in Instagram. There is something in IG that the millennials really like to be there. Number one, millennials doesn't like to read a lot of statements, a lot of words. They don't like reading. They just want simple clips and videos, and if possible, if they want to take a look at something, they just want to take a look at a picture that speaks for everything, and they don't want to read. That's how the millennials interact with informations right now. But are you using it effectively? No, that's the question. You might have an Instagram, but are you using it effectively? Okay, let's browse it. Okay, the ultimate guide in Instagram marketing. That there will be 3 parts in our discussion. First is we will be talking of course, I talk about account setup, in which this is very easy. Then marketing effectively on Instagram. What are the things that we are supposed to be doing? Then how are we going to take Instagram to the next level? Okay. So that is very important. We will be able to communicate it well. In fact, this morning in my van training, it talks about content. It talks about content in which Instagram actually it's more of the content. Okay, in Facebook, Manggod, you just post there and just randomly post anything, and sometimes picture doesn't matter or content doesn't matter. But with regards to Instagram, photos is important, content is much more important at the same time. So you've got to have a good photo and you need to have a catchy line in order for the readers or the audience to be captured by your statements. Okay. So account setup. Now accounts setup. Number one, there should have a profile picture. In Instagram, you need to write a biography of yourself, a simple description of yourself. Um, in Facebook, we rarely put our bios there. No, actually, in fact, there are a lot of information na wala kay nato nakabutang diya sa Facebook. But in Instagram, there is a benefit for the bio actually. Later on, we're going to talk about that and connect it to a website. Now, connecting to a website. So, in short, the Instagram has been used as a landing page. Landing page meaning this, it is where the people will going to swarm adto siya magtapok. Landing so meaning adto siya mutugpa, ang mga tao adto siya magtapok sa Instagram. Then out from the Instagram adto siya mo click sa imuhang website para maiyang i-discuss dito kung unsa ang imuhang intention sa imuhang advertisement. So ang website may mohimo sa discussion. Okay? So let's take a look at here. Now in your Instagram, there will be a profile picture. So you've got to place there. If your Instagram will talk about your business, then it has to put the representation of your business. Actually, you can post your own profile picture there, your face there. If your Instagram is actually if you wanted your Instagram to show your face, being you as the product itself, then and probably your heading is all about the business you're in. Like for example, my next time I'm gonna flash my own IG. I'm sorry, no. Like my IG, no, my business IG is Cebu Real Estate Shop. In that IG of mine, in my timeline photo, there is of course picture of the houses, but the logo that I place there is our company logo because I am tagging it with the company, no. Cebu Real Estate Shop. That's my message to my audience that I am selling Cebu real estate properties, and this is the place where you can shop. Okay, so I'm gonna place there a simple biography of my business, of what it is about. For example, Cebu Real Estate Shop, a one-stop hub for all your real estate needs in the entire Cebu province. Mao na ako ang tagline dito. So meaning, when people get to see my Instagram, ang ilang makita dito, mga kuan din ni, mga post din ni sa mga projects sa Cebu province. So naa siya dito. Then connected to a website. Okay. And later on, I'm going to show you unsa akong gigamit nga website because you need to have something that people can click and go to. Okay. But later on, we're going to discuss. And I know it's expensive to maintain a website. Okay. So the concept, adding a profile picture. The profile picture should be iconic and representative of your organization, such as your logo. So iconic and representative of your organization, meaning it will represent what you are supposed to be doing in that page. Now, if you are, in our case, we are in the business of real estate. If you're not going to use the logo of the company, of the 818, then you need to put there a profile picture that will speak of the business you are getting into. It could be a property, it could be you in front of a property, as long as there has a relationship with real estate properties. Okay? So over time, people get to start to remember your profile picture. In Instagram, it is important that you need to have a profile picture because always remember, in Instagram, those Instagram users, they tend to remember photos and pictures. And they don't remember Instagram that doesn't have a profile picture. Okay? So through time, people start to remember your profile picture. So kada scan niya, maka-remember na siya, oy, si Kuan man niyo, yaman ning IG. And they will really scan into the newsfeed kung makaila na siya nimo. So this is matter of awareness, actually. Trying to really build up those awareness. Okay, writing a bio. We have under 200 characters to tell the world kung unsa ang imong tuyo, no? Either para asa ni siya nga page or what are the services or the products na imong gina-render. Just like what mine is placed, no? Akong ibutan dito, a one-stop hub for all your real estate needs in the province of Cebu. So it speaks that there is a list of real estate property in my IG where specific location in Cebu. Meaning I only post there projects coming from Cebu. I don't post projects there coming from other places, no? Because it doesn't represent, no? It doesn't represent. Okay? Website. The concept, it is important that you drive your users down to the path to purchase. Again, the intention of the website is for your audience to purchase as much as possible, and your website should be an avenue in which that can take place. Meaning, dapat ma-direct siya kung asa siya makapamili o produkto na pwede niya paliton nimo. And I know it's expensive to really maintain kanang website. I suggest a good alternative. Try any of these property website. Subscribe to it. Property 24, Carousel, Lamudi, and My Property. They are good enough platform that you can place in your IG so that there would be more people that will click on the website and go to this site here, kining Property 24, Carousel, Lamudi, and My Property, na dinhi na sila mamili sa ilang mga project na gusto nila paliton. Okay? So that is the value there. That is the relevance there. So in short, your IG is just the landing page. In short, tapukanan siya sa mga tao. That is where people will swarm. That's the reason why you need to click on follow more people and they will follow you. So the more they are into your Instagram area, the more they have the chances para maka-click in any of those websites. Okay? Next Wednesday, I will invite Property 24 and Carousel to join with us so that they can also make some discussion about their project, about their facilities, about their platform. Okay? So that's how important it is that you need to have a Property 24 or a Carousel. Remember guys ba, things like this is not an expense. It is an investment that makes your business grow. No person that goes into the business without the intention of making it grow. If you want to make this business grow, then you've got to find things to improve the things that you are doing. Never remain where you are. Because where you are right now is something that you need to work on para ma-elevate ka onto the next level. So you've got to start climbing. You've got to do you've got to go to the staircase and do the steps, no? So that's it, no? Connect to a website. Next is marketing effect on Instagram. So let's talk about marketing effectively on Instagram. Once you've created a profile, identify what types of posts your target audience will be interested in. In our case, it's real estate. Now, there are 4 main categories of successful and viral posts. Okay, these are the 4 categories. Number 1 is brand-centric content. Let's talk about content. Reactive storytelling, behind-the-scenes content, and inspirational and motivational quotes. Okay, you can take a screenshot so that you will remember the things that we are actually discussing. Now, content is very important in IG. Content is very important in IG because IG audience are 101% visual. IG viewers are 100% visual. They rely on things they see rather than on the things that they read, actually. Okay. So let's take a look at the brand-centric content. No? So images and visual covers with brands, logos, and colors are very important. Focusing around the ideas and feeling associated with the brand. So your intention in putting the right photos is actually you want that the audience will be able to associate na inikatanaw niya sa imuhang logo, maka-associate siya kung asa na dapita or unsa ang imuhang gi-represent. Dapat inikakita niya sa mga picture, makakita niya sa imuhang profile pic, automatically mo register dayon sa iyang mind kung unsa ni siya nga Instagram is all about. Okay, let's take a look at some philosophy here. Brand-centric content. Brands who use Instagram must understand the importance of brand storytelling. Okay, you've got to build up a story out of your brand. Okay. What is brand? Anata magsugod. Unsa man ang brand, Joe? Your project is your brand. The housing project you sell is your brand. You've got to create a story out of that project you are selling. Okay. What are the areas that can be told in a story? Okay. Ingon diri sa strategy, you can read that on your screen. Whether through photos of products or photos of the results of their products, businesses using Instagram effectively showcase what they have to offer. Okay. So what are the things that make this project unique? That's the brand. So the only way to really be able to capture the uniqueness of the brand is for you to go to the brand itself. That's the reason why we always encourage everybody to attend PKS, to do site tour. Of course, today we cannot do site tours. But we encourage you to be there. Why? Because you've got to take photos. You've got to take actual photos. Actual photos is very important in Instagram. Copy-paste photos are not usually noticed in Instagram. I'm sorry to say. Okay, I know we're fun with copy and paste. It might be true for Facebook, but it doesn't hold true with Instagram. Okay, photos is very important. In fact, there is a term for the millennial: Instagrammable photos. Instagrammable photos. So you go to the project site and look for a place wherein it is Instagrammable. So what are the Instagrammable views or places in the project site? You don't go to the bedroom because that's not usually the Instagrammable site, not unless it is well been arranged, of course, right? But first you're going to present in order for you to create a story, because the purpose of brand-centric content is for you to be able to create a story. Okay, this is my suggestion for real estate. And if you're writing down notes, write it down. Number one, in order for your IG to have a story, you need to start telling the story of where the project is located. For example, the project is, let me quote lang a project. Unsa man nga project lang ha. Something that I'm familiar with. Dito lang sa Lapu-Lapu. Okay. Sa Lapu-Lapu, we have a project na Plumera na condominium. The location is right beside Indiana University. Okay, here it is. Listen. In order for you to come up with a story of the brand, of the project, describe the location of the project first, and find pictures or go and take pictures in order to describe the location of the project. Number one. In the case of Plumera, the highlight location there is what? Indiana University. You go to Indiana, observe it, and take an Instagrammable photo. Probably a student going inside the campus of Indiana. Pero dapat ini-picture nimo makita sa dito Indiana Aerospace University. So ini-picture nimo a student walking inside Indiana University. Inig-post nimo ana nga Instagram. By the way, just a piece of advice, no? Just a piece of advice. Don't take pictures landscape. Take pictures. Don't take kanang pictures naka-portrait, but take pictures naka-landscape. Okay, kana ang landscape. Okay? Look at me on your screen. That is landscape. Ayaw pag-take og picture na naka-portrait, but rather take picture na naka-landscape. Why? Because it is wider in views. Okay? Lapad siya in terms of views. Okay. Now let's go back to the Instagrammable picture. Okay. If it's Instagrammable, Inig-post nimo ana sa Instagram, you don't need to talk a lot. And probably inig-post nimo ana sa Instagram, Plumera, few steps away to Indiana Aerospace University. Kaya why? Because IG viewers doesn't like to read long statements. Plumera, few steps away to, picture na Indiana Aerospace University. Okay? And probably you can add comment section, links to your, when I say link to your website, that means link to your either Property 24 or your Lamudi, no? So that he can view the details ngadto padung sa Lamudi or padung sa Property 24. Because ini-click niya, once ma-set up nimo, remember this, once ma-set up nimo ang connect sa imohang IG padung ngadto sa website, ini-click na nila, mo direct na ngadto sa website. Okay? So that's for brand-centric content. So that's doing it right. Okay? That's how we're going to do it right. Next is the reactive storytelling. No? The other one is brand-centric. Now let's go to reactive storytelling. So let's stick with Plumera, para we will have consistency. Now, in the case of Plumera, you want your audience to be able to interact with you. We want your audience that there is a story that had been told in there. So you want your audience to really be able to create a certain level of curiosity. What is Plumera? And what is its relationship to Indiana? When it was described in the post, probably you can build up some stories. So pwede ka mag-picture diha karon imong i-feature wan lang sa Indiana. Probably next unsa may duol pa sa Plumera. Dool siya sa soon coming na Vista Mall. No one of you have heard Vista Mall. There's a new mall in Pahak, Lapu-Lapu City. It's called Vista Mall. So, pwede nimo picturean ang wala pa man gud ang Vista Mall. So, it's mo lang usa. Pwede. So, you can build a story from there. Okay. So, here, reactive storytelling. So, what's next with reactive storytelling? Okay. Now, the concept. In reactive storytelling, it leverages a human truth, timely event, or unique insights to generate immediate feedback from their target audience. So remember, immediate feedback. That's what we are after of our IG. The reason why we create a story out from the Indiana and we told the audience that Plumera is few steps away from Indiana. That means an initial capture of an Indiana students that would be possible buyer of the condominium. Not the student themselves, but their parents actually will going to buy this piece of condominium because rather than getting boarding houses, they are going to get a condo unit and let their children live in the condominium. Why? Because it's just walking distance from the Indiana University. So we need to have an immediate feedback. That's what we want. No, that's what we want to picture it out. Na we want people na inikakita niya maka-interact dayon siya. Okay. So first nag-post ka atong kanang a picture of a student going inside the gate niya na Indiana University. This time, I want you to picture at a distance ang imuhang project site, the entire project site lang sa. I want you to picture the entire project site showing the road leading to Indiana na makita na yung karasada. Para inigtanaw niya sa picture, he or she will have something to connect sa imuhang first na photo picture. Mawala niya ang sa IG, no? You cannot lump a lot of pictures. You just have to take it one picture at a time and put a story out of it. Okay? So it's gonna be a build-up audience. It's gonna be a build-up audience. So this is the reason why na wala kayo real estate agent mo gamit og Instagram kay kapuyan man kay gusto man ta dayon og kanang attack dayon ba tira attack dayon, but in this case we want to build up something, and later on pag build up na nimong story you will be able to sell a lot. Okay, so let's go. You take a picture na makita ang project na Plomera, even if building pa na diha, then na makita po ang daan showing that that a portion na kining kalsada will lead to Indiana. So probably your caption would now be focused on the project na sad, no? Plomera, no? Plomera, a place for rest, no? A place for a convenience, just a few meters or few distance away from, or just a 2-minute walk from, or 3-minute walk from, or 3-minute walk to. Na naman, you've got to deliver a message na dool ni. Okay. So reactive storytelling, it has a frame like this. Okay, look at your screen. Now, the top of mind will wants an interesting story. The other side is actually brand relevant marketing message. So there has to be a story and there has to be a message na imong dapat mabutang. Now, the story will be told by your picture. Okay. Who will tell the story? The picture that you are going to post. Then, your marketing message. Your marketing message should send a signal that if your buyer lives in this place, this is very near because it's just 2 minutes walk going to Indiana. It's just a few minutes away to Indiana. Maraming na ba? Then probably you're going to put your link, or probably sa ubos you're going to, for more details, contact your number and your name. Or even your number na lang. Para simple. Okay? So there is a sense of curiosity. You cannot do in Instagram the way we do it in Facebook. No? Na kanang ibutang nimo tanan dito, description, computation, pati na ang pili mabayad monthly, tanang pertintaasa. You cannot do that in Instagram. It has to be bits and pieces imong ibutang diha so that the buyer will contact you, or i-click niya ngadto sa website adto siya mo tan-aw og more information inikabot niya sa Property 24 or sa Lamudi. No, adto na siya mo tan-aw daghan nga information. But what is important here, we are actually looking at the possibility na atong makapture ang atong buyer first na mangutana, no? Para mo man atong gi-after na mangutana sila. Okay? Next. So, these are the meme-based reactive storytelling. So, na mga meme-based. But I won't highly suggest this with real estate. I suggest that you need to take actual photos. Take actual photos. Actual photos are better than memes, no? Okay. Let's go to the next slide. I'm not gonna touch with meme base because it's not much more applicable with us. Okay, so pop culture reactive storytelling could also be can also be done, especially when there are amenities. No? When there are amenities to our projects. No? So pop culture is driving force for media and consumers' attention. Meaning, people needs to see what's inside the project we're selling, because in the project we're selling, always remember that we are trying to sell here not a unit, but we are selling here a home. We're not selling a unit, but we are selling a home. We're selling convenience. We're selling luxury. We are selling comfort. That's what we are selling here. So we've got to let them picture out what does it feel and how does it feel the moment they are going to stay within the place. No. If anybody knows, welcome. She's not hearing anything from... Oh, padaplin mo kay naay na manghut iro, no? Basi mapakan mo. Okay. So, if anybody knows, welcome. Please chat him or her so that kuan kanang she can hear me. I think she's not able to listen to me. Wala siya nadungog actually. Ang yang audio is not open. Hold on I'll check a few kung kinsa tong mga walay audio. Kay sayang atong discussion if they are not on audios. Okay, welcome is now hearing me. Okay. Welcome. We have a raffle na pa-load ani right after. I would suggest if you could write your name there so that di maglistod si Cons in jotting down para nawala si Welcome yung audio. Anyway, I'll go back. Okay? Just keep in touch with Welcome para makadungog sad siya. So, let's go back, no? Pop culture base, no? This is actually referred to what's the culture inside the subdivision. What is it like when the person going to live in the subdivision or in the condominium? So what are the things that you're going to feature here? You're going to feature here the amenities. If there is a swimming pool, you need to take a photos of the swimming pool. If there is a gym, you need to take a photo of the gym. If there are restaurants there, if there are coffee shops there, you take the photo. Amenities is there. That makes the subdivision more relaxed. Then that is the things that you need to feature. Why? Because the moment the person lives in in that subdivision condominium, that is eventually his culture. That would be his culture that is going to develop in there. So we want to drive engagement in there that people will tend to ask eventually na nindot diha no unsa may kuan sa swimming pool diha ma'am kanang naibayad and they will be inquisitive anymore. Then you take an instagrammable photo no kanang I don't know how to take. I really know I'm not a professional photographer. I really don't know how to gauge an Instagrammable photo. But in a simple logic lang siguro, the way I look at it, very nice photo. Ana na lang siguro, no? When we talk about Instagrammable photo, it's very nice photo because I really don't know how to shoot an Instagrammable photos. No, I might probably invite one of the training for us, no? So Instagrammable photos. Just very nice photo. Ana na lang. Okay. So kini are behind the scene contents. So kini sad siya, this is applicable in our real estate project. Now we're selling projects that are still pre-selling. Okay. Pre-selling are projects that's not yet there. It's still under construction. We're selling those type of project. In fact, there's a lot of project here all over the Visayas and Mindanao that are pre-selling projects. So in order to capture the curiosity of the audience, is actually you can take Instagrammable photos on the construction sites. Now, in the construction site, just be careful when you take some photos. Take pictures while people are working so that they can see that this is the project that you are talking about that is near Indiana Aerospace University, and it is like this already, no? Soon to rise, soon to finish, soon to finish Plumera Condominium, few steps away from Indiana. For more details, contact number. Moro to yung makita sa photos, and it will interest the person. Okay, it's more of making them interest, and if they click in it, and it is going to direct ngadto pa dong sa website kung asa nimo gi-enroll ang imuhang IG, no? So that will be helpful also at the same time. Next, in behind the scene contents, people are looking for transparency and inside look at how things are built or done within your organization. So it will speak of quality when you post some things like this, no? Behind the scene photos. Meaning they will be able to see na nindot gid ang foundation dagko kay poste. Ay nindot gid ning project kay dagko kabilya. So they will be able to gauge into that. There are a lot of things that will speak for the behind the scene na mga photos. No, so you've got to do something also like that. And all of these things can only happen if we can go to the project site, in which right now we all cannot do. But rest assured, when all of this thing is over, we can go to the project site and take our Instagrammable photos. Okay, so you've got to do it right, no? Because the more you're gonna do it right, the better it will be for our marketing. So inspirational, no? Last is inspirational and motivational quotes. Okay, quotations, or any form of quotes actually will really uh, capture the eyes of the Instagrammable audience. No, this is what the millennials are really like to read. They want to read quotes. No, so Jove, asa man ko mangita og quotes? No? You just Google it, no? You just Google it. Google has all form of quotes, and just copy it there. Just indicate the name of the person whom you copied it. Just like what I did, no? I quote a statement from Jack Welch. So, inig-publish ni mo, inig-post ni mo, put the quotes, then butang lang po sa ubos. Jack Welch, no? So that the audience will know, no, that it's a quote. It's not your original. It's a quoted statement. Okay. Now the concept, no, sparking emotions in your customers or target audience is the most effective way to drive shares, like, comments, and any sort of connection to your brand. Oh, thanks Gab, no, thanks Gab. Gab said here, pwede po ka mag-make og imuha Canva nga app ang himuon. Canva. Okay. Thank you, Gab. No, it's a nice input. You might as well chat it to everyone so that at least they will know also. Please, Gab. Okay. So if you have some suggestion, please do share it to everybody so that kita tanan will be benefited out of that. Now have an kita tanan will always have an open mind for learning. You can learn from me, I can learn from you, and we always do that. We always do something beneficial if all of us will always have the heart to learn and to listen. Okay, so thank you, Gab. Thank you. Okay. Now we are on our last part then, and our next topic actually would be Facebook page. But let's see if we are not pressed with time. I really don't want to hold you much longer also, because I believe learning is kuani siya kanang will really need time to absorb. But let's take a look at it. No. So the last one, taking your Instagram to the next level, no? Your user generated content, the use of hashtags, and a call to action on images. No, this is a button, and hashtags is very important also, and in which we are not really that much fun in doing so. No, so and I think it's about time that you really need to come up with a hashtag. Okay, so let's browse it. No, content. No, content in every Instagram will always have a certain level of attention na makam up. You just don't put something in Instagram just for the heck of putting one. No, the way we do with Facebook is just hala, we can just post anything we want, even if it doesn't really matters at all. So ang pinaka-importante diri sa Facebook is that something that will capture the attention of the person. Okay? Something that will capture the attention of the person. Okay, here. Now, on our example here, it says here, on Fridays, they often run a contest called hashtag Necktie Fridays, where they encourage guys from all over the world to upload photos in their neckties for a chance to win a frank, and so on and so forth. Now, they're not just going to do that, have a picture of themselves, then mag-necktie, then post it immediately. Then there is something that is very important in there. Number one, the caption. The caption is important. No, ganito, may the depressed man win. No, so there are captions that you're going to make. Okay, now let's relate it. Let's relate it in real estate. Okay, now in real estate, in order for you to capture something, no, to capture something, ang difference magud aning Instagram, di ba sa Facebook or sa page nimo, you can randomly post anything. Pwede ra gyud ka mag-post bisag unsa sa imuhang Facebook page anytime, any day, bisag unsa nga tema, bisag unsa nga mga topic ang pwede nimo i-post. Sa Instagram lang dili. You just have to build up something, a story that people will follow. Because ang concept man good sa Instagram is follow-follow. So you have to create a storyline na imong buhaton siya over a 1 week, over a period of time. Ano lang, over a period of time. So let's say, for example, over 1 week, you want to feature this project. So you've got to start, what are the story that you're going to tell out of this project? So you will start with the distance, no? You'll start with the distance, you will start with taking the picture of the nearest establishments. Probably you take the picture of the project itself within the proximity of those kanang landmarks. Then you're going to go inside because you wanted to see the community. You wanted to present the culture. If you are going to stay inside this property, you're going to present the amenities, no? Swimming pool, basketball courts, everything, no? Things that will improve their community living. And probably on the next day, and then the fourth day, you're going to feature what is inside the house, the kitchen, the living room, the dining room, and all. I mean, but make sure you take photos that are really good. Okay, and what are the things that you are going to portray in there? That this is the kind of comfort that you will be able to experience once you are in Instagram. Okay, na makita niya, nindot din, no? Spacious lagi ang room. So dapat makita niya. So karon, once mag-generate na, no, ang imuhang post o followers, mo na siyang gitawag natong user-generated content. Magsunod-sunod na ang mga follow diha. Okay? Now let's take a look at the concept. When users create content that is associated with the brand, okay, it says there, when the users create a content that is associated with a brand, that content combines with other stories to develop an overarching brand story. That's what I'm saying. Now, it's not a one-time setting. It is a story that you are going to tell over a period of number of days in order to highlight the things aning a project. So nga naman, because ang Instagram ang good or operates and work on follow. So you're trying to build up the number of followers. Okay? So next is the use of hashtags. Okay? Use of hashtags. So then the reach of your images. Okay. Ang purpose ng hashtag, ini-click din mo ang hashtag bitaw, it will lead to all of the posts na naaan ng hashtags. So for example, imong hashtag, affordable houses or affordable housing, affordable condominium, hashtag affordable condo, nag-post about affordable condo. So manang ang akong suggestion ninyo, friends, every time you post, please put a hashtag. Every time you post, please put a hashtag either in Instagram or in Facebook. Put a hashtag. Because ini-click anang hashtag, tanan nga project na under ato nga hashtag, makita sa viewer. O niya, kung kada post nimo na atong hashtag, then ang imuhang project ang maglaray ngadto sa audience view. Okay? So that is the power of the hashtag. So brands needs to think about what hashtags are relevant to the different images they share and how they can leverage existing hashtag trends. So, ikaw na mag-identify na. Pwede comfortable living, hashtag comfortable living, hashtag affordable condo, hashtag affordable house and lot. It's all up to you. No, your creativity will now comes in. Okay. Then call to action nga images. Okay. The concept, now instead of making the call to action in the next description that is associated with the image, many brands are including the call to action directly on the visual. So, i-post nila, kabantay mo nang nasa obos na learn more, send message, ka na mag-post mo, that is call to action button. Okay? So, now, I'm going to give you a sample story. No, this is one of my posting actually in the story I created way back 2018 on this project. Okay. Now there is a project there in Tamiya that I'm selling it as a good investment for those people that are looking for rental business. So if you can see my tagline there, bakit ba patok sa rental business ang Pacific Grande? So I put a small description there. Like any other business venture, location does matter. If it's accessible, the traffic of people going to business is high, which means more people, more sales. Consider a room for rent business particularly. Actually, this was the time that wala pa kayo ko idea na kanang dili diganahan ang mga millennials ug taas. So naanad ko talking to the age group as mine, no, the 50s the 50s people. So yun na nakapag-search ako on page. This is actually on my page. So I was creating more stories out of that, talking about this project. I'm selling it for rental business, and there was even a series of story I was describing around what are the things in location. I was even talking about what are the food outlets within the area. I was even talking about talking about banks. I was even talking about pharmacy, about groceries, because I'm telling them that if you're gonna get this place for investment, these are the comforts it gives you. It's just walking distance and all of those things that I've said. So that was the thing that I'm trying to deliver, the message that I'm trying to deliver. So that is how Instagram works, no? Okay. So these are just part of. I know it's not really that easy to really make a story, but eventually, if you're gonna start using Instagram, you will eventually learn. Kabalo ka, I always believe, bright ang Pinoy. I always believe in my heart, bright ang Pinoy. The moment na magsige na siya duk-duk ang Instagram, what's inside Instagram, that eventually you've got to learn what's inside the Instagram the moment you have the apps already. Okay? So we all learn by experience. No, we all learn by experience. And if you have agents under you that are millennials, we can learn from them. No, we can learn from them. Just like what Gab shared a while ago, we can learn from them. We can learn from the millennials. No, I was born. I was born when, in fact, I haven't studied computer in my college days. So I was born when there was only typewriters. I wasn't born when there were computers. No, I wasn't even born. I was even born when there was no cell phones yet. No, so I'm quite old. No, I'm quite old, but young at heart. No, I'm quite old but young at heart. Okay, so it is important to identify and analyze your overarching digital plan and determine whether or not Instagram is good fit for your audience. Now it's that's from there, and it's your time to plan. We are approaching the business holistically. We are approaching the business in all angles, in all areas of the age bracket. We are trying to capture all the working force. Those are the millennials. Those are the post millennials, the baby boomers, the Gen X. We're capturing everyone. Actually, that's why we are trying to learn every single aspect. Now, if you're talking about people that are already in their 55 years old, all the way to seniors, and they are in a different platform. They are probably wala namang with Friendster, no? So it most likely be Facebook, no? Wala na rin Friendster, probably the oldest one that they can really adapt into for the oldies are Facebook. So what is early ra karon is actually you have Instagram, and I think that's the fad right now. Twitter is not much familiar here within our country. It's been widely used outside of the country, but not so much here in our place, no? And aside from that, there is a new social media that are really exploding a lot, no? Kanang friendship. You try to explore that. No, friendship. Really Friendster, friendship, no? So you can post in there also. There are a lot of people in there, especially coming from other countries, no? I visited the apps, and there are actually people coming from literally, as in literally coming from all other countries outside the Philippines. So it is one social media right now on the rise, no? Ang pangalan is kanang friendship, no? Pangalan is friendship, no? And if you wanted to know more about that, I think few of our DPPI agents are already in friendship, and they can share you what is friendship is all about, no? Okay, so these tips and tricks will help you in planning the stages, but constantly push yourself to be innovative and be able to think differently. Okay, now always be outside of the box. Always be a thinker. No, always think differently. There's nothing wrong if we talk differently. But if we're not going to endeavor to really talk about it and think about ways and means to really improve our craft, we're not gonna improve. We're not gonna really improve. No, I chose to tackle Instagram first because most of us are already in Facebook, and I believe at a certain point you are already doing Facebook groups and you are already doing Facebook page. And probably if we're going to introduce about Facebook marketing, I'm going to talk about Facebook page boosting. Nah? We're going to talk about Facebook page boosting. Okay, and I think that would really interest us much more. Okay, so just think differently. The uniqueness in everything we do is actually dependent on the way we think and the way we see things and the perspective of what or how we're going to approach this business. There is no magic in here. There is no shortcut of what we can do in here. But there is such thing as what I always call a process. No, you the only way that you're gonna learn here in this business is the moment you start going to do it. Every single post that you're going to make in Facebook will really grade you move forward. Even just one project that you will try posting in Facebook or try posting in Instagram, and when there is someone that will ask about the project, it will help you move advance forward. It will help you go to the next level. It will give you a leverage already on the things that you're going to learn. Not until you're going to post, nothing will surely happen. The moment you post, it will be the beginning of your learning. In our business, it is much more caught than taught. In our business, it is much more caught than taught. Okay? So I can teach you the whole day here, but not until the time that you're gonna be posting. It all doesn't make any sense at all. It will always begin the moment you start posting in Facebook or in Instagram. Then aspire to create a compelling content and refuse to accept, no, the belief that what others have done in the present past must be replicated. In short, refuse to believe the norm. No, have your own standards. No, have your own creativity. Don't just accept the status quo. There's nothing wrong if we copy and paste. There's nothing wrong with that. But it is very also important. Now we have to learn to be creative. No, that there has to be a way wherein our posting are unique. No, okay. So strive to create your own path and use Instagram to visually engage and connect with your audience. Strive to create your own path and use Instagram to visually engage and connect with your audience. It's all about connection. Selling is all about connection. If we don't connect to people, there is no way that we are able to, make a sale. Why? Because we're not connected. That's how simple it is. No? So I'm done actually, and I don't know what time time is it now? And it's already 4 o'clock.